Hey, so I sent out a post the other day that talked about what is your body telling you and how to sort of use the aches and pains of your body to be able to, I'm going to get situated here, to be able to kind of see what's going on with your emotional health. And so, of course, I can't ever put anything out there like that without having my own experience. And I've had plenty, but I think I always get challenged to walk my talk. So the last 3 or 4 days, I have had this constant like neck ache and upper shoulders and headache and jaw, and it's just all on this side mostly. But about the third day into it, I'm getting a bit grumpy. I'm getting really agitated with it and grumpy. I have stretched it. I have done all the things I know to do, except dig into it a little bit more. I guess, because originally, I guess I thought it was just my body was sore from doing some outdoor activity, so I felt like stretching it was the answer. But after not sleeping well, so I went to my cabinet to get some Tylenol or Advil or whatever, but I don't have that stuff in my house, and the reason I don't is for this reason, because I wanted to not make that my go-to. I mean, I rarely take them anyway, but sometimes, like when you're just tired of being achy, right? But I don't have any. And so I do that so that I'm forced to have to really like dig in and figure out what's going on. And granted, I live 2 minutes from somewhere where I could get some, so it's not like it's that big a deal. But so not having some today, I thought, okay, I guess I gotta go here. And I was very uncomfortable, like very much in pain. So I just sat down and first I did a meditation. And in my meditation, what kept coming up was you're not, like all the places, there was there were several things actually that happened last night that brought to my attention of where I have said things or done things that have triggered other people's wounds. And in doing that, I have lots of guilt and shame, like, oh, I can't say that, I can't do that, or somebody expected this, or somebody wanted this, and I failed, I mean, like 3 or 4 things just piled on me last night with that, and I was like, ugh. And so I knew there was something with that. So in my meditation, that was part of what kept coming up, was just allowing myself to be safe to disappoint people. It's safe to not meet people's expectations. It's safe to trigger people's wounds. It's safe to say the wrong thing. It's safe to do the wrong thing. I mean, there's no way any of us are ever going to be able to say and do the right things all the time. We just can't. We're just human. And you never know, even when you do things or say things, when you have a good intention or just not really an ill intention, maybe there's just no intention, right? You're just doing something and the other person is triggered, like it hits a wound of theirs. Like we have no way of controlling that. But I find, especially as women, that we carry the guilt and shame when we disappoint people. And so that came up today. So even after my meditation, I was still feeling kind of like, and I got on the phone and I realized as I was talking to my friend, I was like, I have not sat down and allowed myself to really feel the pain, because I know that pain is a messenger. And pain, I'm sorry, this is so shaky. And pain is always that place where the old version of us meets the new version of us. And it's a calling card. It's our attention. So I sat down in this chair and I just got very personal with my pain. And I just tried to detach myself a little bit, but I just allowed my body to feel the pain. And I said, you know what, pain? I respect you. I honor you. I know you're here to tell me, because this is not the first time I have felt these particular pains in this area. So I know they were coming back for something I still hadn't fully processed. And that's all I did, is I just talked to it. I let it just sort of be there. And I could feel, as I was sitting here, just allowing myself to feel the pain, talking to it, asking it what the message was, what what had I not addressed? And I just kept hearing, I am free to not carry the burdens of other people. I am free to safely express myself. I am free to not to, just all those things that I was saying in my meditation. I think I was just having more of that, more and more and more of where I could really feel safe to say and do things without the fear of disappointing or not meeting somebody's expectations. And you think about our shoulders as where we carry the burdens, our responsibilities, and everything was around my throat chakra. Everything, all my issues were mostly around my throat chakra. So I just want to challenge you guys, like, this definitely was uncomfortable, but it was a reminder to me of that practice of our body has a lot to tell us. And I really just had to force myself to sit down and feel that painfulness. I mean, I got shooting pains that were go up and down my jaw and my neck, and I actually feel pretty good right now. Like, I feel pretty, like, this is the most relaxed my body has been in like 3 days. So talk to your body, find out what it's trying to tell you. Even if it doesn't come to you right away, your body knows that you're listening and that you're open and that you're aware. And then you just be aware of what shows up, what's being said to you, what are you reading, just be aware of what's coming to you, and you will get your answers. And hopefully whatever pain is in your body at that time can express itself and dissipate. So let me know if you guys need any help with that. Sometimes it's helpful to have an extra party be able to help you dig through that. But that was my process today. Hope that helps.